Welcome to News Today with WW News Today. I'm Tom Kroos. Here now the news for December 4th, 2019. Yesterday at the Magic Kingdom, the Tomorrowland Light and Power Company at the exit of Space Mountain debuted a new personalized shirt design lab for families to come and create customized apparel to wear around the parks. A rack of sample tees are available for size and color comparisons. Current designs include Star Wars, Minnie, Mickey, Stitch, Orange Bird, Walt Disney World, and the current holiday 2019 styles. While some of these designs are available on Shop Disney, some are exclusive to the Design by You kiosk as well. There are various ways you can get your shirts once they're printed. There's package pickup at the front of the park, so you don't have to go all the way back to Tomorrowland. Next day resort hotel delivery and shipping to an address. Shirt orders submitted by 5 p.m. are available for same-day pickup. With the closure and subsequent demolition of Epcot's beloved Fountain View Starbucks, the park has been sadly Frappuccino-less for a few weeks now. Luckily, a new temporary Starbucks will be opening December 20th near the refreshment port on the newly expanded Rose Walk near those new restrooms that have yet to open. This temporary location will offer a selection of Starbucks beverages, pastries, and breakfast sandwiches. 3 new film experiences coming to Epcot will premiere on January 17, 2020, the first day of the Epcot International Festival of the Arts. You may recall that we told you about these debut dates in May of this year, many months ago. Awesome Planet in the Land Pavilion showcases the Earth's beauty and diversity in a 10-minute film featuring spectacular imagery, in-theater effects, and an original musical score from Academy Award-winning composer Stephen Price. Canada Far and Wide and Circle Vision 360 is in the Canada Pavilion is an updated version of O Canada with new scenes, a new musical score by Canadian composer Andrew Lockington, and new narration by award-winning actors Catherine O'Hara and Eugene Levy. Beauty and the Beast Sing-Along in the France Pavilion is directed and produced by Don Hahn, producer of the animated and live-action Beauty and the Beast films, and invites guests to participate in a twist on a tale as old as time. According to the new retelling of this classic tale, it turns out that LeFou actually intended for Belle and Beast to meet by sending Maurice off into the forest and ultimately to the castle, and having Belle follow him there as well. From there, he helped them fall in love by making magic behind the scenes, including playing the violin during the iconic ballroom scene, and more. It also features narration from Angela Lansbury, who played Mrs. Potts in the original film. The new sing-along will run in rotation with Impressions de France, which will receive an update to be a 4K projection. Disney's Ducktales World Showcase Adventure is replacing the Agent P game at Epcot. You may recall we told you about this one in April of this year. This new adventure will invite guests to join Scrooge McDuck, Donald, Launchpad Webby, and the nephews in search of priceless treasure. Using the Play Disney Parks mobile app, guests take a trip around the World Showcase, discovering exotic destinations, exciting mysteries, and maybe even a few thieves, villains, and supernatural guardians of ancient artifacts. No start date for the new experience has been revealed. New concept art has just been released for the new fast casual restaurant opening this winter at the American Adventure in Epcot, which will serve classic barbecue and home-style craft brews. When you step into the pavilion, you'll be greeted by the enticing aromas of barbecue coming from a large smoker located in the center of the outdoor bar and seating area. Regal Eagle Smokehouse, Craft Drafts, and Barbecue will celebrate American backyard barbecue with flavors from different regions around the United States. According to the latest Epcot guide map, the opening date for the restaurant is set for December 2019. That's this month. You can see the full menu already online at wdwnt.com. Star Wars Rise of the Resistance is perhaps the most anticipated Disney attraction of all time, and as we inch closer and closer to its December 5th opening day at Hollywood Studios, the spoilers just keep coming. Just a few days ago, CNN released an exclusive look at Rise of the Resistance, including a scene-by-scene breakdown and extra facts and figures. A good portion of this is new information, and the attraction is confirmed to last 18 minutes long and feature 65 animatronic figures. You can visit wdwnt.com for the full breakdown. New merchandise inspired by Rise of the Resistance is coming to Hollywood Studios tomorrow and Disneyland when the attraction opens. This collection includes apparel and accessories suitable for any Rebel, including all new tees, a baseball cap, tumbler, open edition pins, and a collectible toy inspired by the attraction vehicle. So it's got the ride vehicle, the transport, and the escape pod. I think this is pretty neat. Vehicle's not to scale, only has 4 seats, not 8. The stickler in me is upset about that, but nonetheless, I will be purchasing this. It's pretty neat. The merchandise showcases the symbol of the Resistance, which is a starbird that can be spotted on the helmets and uniforms of the members of that group. Walt Disney Imagineering has just announced that the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser will begin transporting guests from Walt Disney World Resort in Florida to a galaxy far, far away beginning in 2021. In a new concept art piece just released, you get a first look at what you'll see when you arrive at the hotel. The Galactic Star Cruiser Terminal is where you'll begin your Star Wars experience. This new concept art reveals that plants will be built on and around the exterior facade of the Star Cruiser Terminal to hide the large hotel building. From the Star Cruiser Terminal, you'll enter an exclusive launch pod for travel up to the Halcyon, your Star Cruiser in a galaxy far, far away. Through the pod's viewports, it looks as though you are traveling through space to approach the massive ship that is much too large to land on any planet. These launch pods are in reality heavily modified buses, and guests won't see a driver nor the outside world of Central Florida, at least not until they disembark at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Disney has officially announced that Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway will open March 4, 2020 at Disney's Hollywood Studios. The official opening date reveal comes after numerous opening delays. Of course, it was supposed to open originally in the fall of 2019. Internal documents noted that we were looking at late February of 2020, just be a little bit later than that. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is also coming to Toontown at Disneyland Park, but the only official date we have for that is simply 2022. Additionally, Disney has shared yet another new poster for this attraction. In this latest scene reveal, we see the whole gang taking a trip to the carnival, which somehow ultimately ends with Mickey and Minnie caught up in a twister. The twister may or may not be a reference to the great movie ride, which is famously said to have a twister scene before there were arguments between MGM and Disney over the Wizard of Oz scene, and they couldn't continue the agreement to finish that twister scene. So maybe finally they're like, oh, we'll finally get a twister in this building. You can check out a scene-by-scene breakdown of the attraction that we actually posted over 2 years ago, and looks to be correct at this point, at wdwnt.com. Of course, no attraction opening would be complete without merchandise, and thanks to Formula Money and Thrill Geek on Twitter, we have a sneak peek at some of the apparel, toys, pins, and even a magic band that will be released for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. The limited edition pins feature an opening day logo pin and a pass holder exclusive pin with the illuminated entrance marquee. The all-black limited edition Magic Band features Mickey and Minnie in contrasting Art Deco neon styles, plus the attraction logo. It looks like the marquee outside. You can see the entire collection, including the cool plush, the toy train, and much, much more on our site. The new Mickey Shorts Theater that was announced earlier last month is on its way to Disney's Hollywood Studios with an official opening month of March 2020. You can see in the new concept art that was released that the interior of the theater will evoke the same wacky fun of the Disney Channel cartoon series. You'll even see an original short in the same style, plus have the chance to take your picture in special photo locations. The new Mickey Shorts Theater is currently under construction over in the park's what they're calling the Theater District, in the former location of Star Wars Path of the Jedi. Now announced to be opening in 2020, the Toy Story Land Roundup Rodeo Barbecue table service restaurant is coming to Hollywood Studios. Guests will be immersed with toy pals in the western atmosphere of Woody's Roundup, providing a fun, family-friendly dining experience for the land. New artist concept image released emphasizes the theme of the new dining locale, constructed from Andy's favorite larger-than-life playsets and games. Yes, Andy's favorite playset, a cardboard box. Yep, anyway. Who remembers when the art showed Western-style buildings instead of a cardboard box? Anyway. Back in July 2018, Disney announced that it would be moving away from all plastic single-use goods at its parks and resorts, which included the full transition to paper straws and removing lids from most counter service locations. We first spotted compostable paper plates around late August while reviewing the new limited-time foods for the opening of Galaxy's Edge at the studios. A new larger compostable bowl has just been rolled out this month at Fairfax Fair and Woody's Lunchbox in Toy Story Land. According to Better Earth, the sustainable food service packaging company behind these new bowls, these plates are made with 100% compostable, unbleached bamboo fiber. They're oil resistant and can withstand hot and cold foods, plus the heat of a microwave. Tony from Tony's Town Square Restaurant, very excited. They're surprisingly sturdy and comfortable to eat from without the usual wobble of thin paper bowls or plates. And while we're losing the classic Walt Disney World themed plates of vacation lore, non-bleached, eco-friendly plates are definitely a step in the right direction, and of course with the company's environmental initiative. I don't know. It makes me pretty sad. I have famously collected the paper plates and cups and things through time, so I will always lament the loss of themed things. Hopefully, I would hope they can come up with something like this that is themed in some way. Maybe there's some way to at least stamp the Disney Parks logo on there or something. Trader Sam has important and unusual tiki design from the islands to celebrate the holiday season. The decorative Nutcracker got a new native look, complete with a holly-topped hat and a boat wheel. On the back, you see the traditional wooden lever featured in most Nutcrackers. This is the first mug of its kind, noted by the first edition inscription on the bottom. The mug retails for $40 and includes the Malik Kaliki Mai Tai, a tropical snowstorm, or a non-alcoholic jingle jammer drink. Wristband distribution began this morning at 9 a.m. at Trader Sam's Tiki Terrace. Trader Sam's Grog Grotto opened at 1 p.m. for guests to redeem their wristbands for the highly anticipated mug. There's a limit of 1 per guest with no discounts available. You can also say Malik Kaliki Maka to the ornament version of the mug, now available at the Boutique store in Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. As of this afternoon, there are still plenty of mugs in stock. They are not out of them, or wristbands for that matter. While tourists come from around the world to experience the magic of Walt Disney World, Universal Orlando, SeaWorld, and other Orlando area attractions, the way their employees live is far less magical. With Orlando being one of the top tourist areas in the nation, but ranking last in median incomes in the top 50 metropolitan areas in the United States, the Orlando Sentinel wants the world to know. Yesterday, the newspaper announced Laborland, a 4-part series premiering this week that will expose the challenges many in Orlando's tourism community face. The Sentinel describes their project as follows, quote, low-wage tourism workers power Orlando's tourism machine. The city is the top vacation spot in the nation, but they fade into a community that doesn't have enough affordable housing, public transit, or opportunities in higher-paying jobs. This week, the Orlando Sentinel will begin publishing Laborland, a 4-part series on the challenges facing workers 50 years after the opening of Walt Disney World. I am really very intrigued that this is happening. I think it's great. This is fantastic, real journalism. This is a story that I think many people have wanted to talk about, but maybe been afraid to talk about. And I think it's interesting that the Orlando Sentinel is doing it without fear of losing media credentials or what Disney's going to think of the story. I applaud them for doing this. I think it's a good thing for people to hear. I know we all come here and want to have a good time, but I think it's important to realize the conditions that the people who are allowing you to have that good time are living in. So I'm intrigued about the series, and we'll certainly talk more about it as the pieces are released over the next couple weeks. As an update to the ongoing investigation regarding the stolen Buzzy animatronic from the former Cranium Command attraction in EPCOT, it appears that NBA player Robin Lopez is once again involved, and this time as a potential witness in the criminal trial taking place next month. According to the latest update from the Orlando Sentinel, Lopez may be called to the witness stand in the trial against former Disney employee Patrick Spikes and his cousin Blayton Taunton. Both men face several criminal charges, of course, after allegedly stealing rare Disney items to sell. Both have also pleaded not guilty at this time. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to wdwnt.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. And get ready tomorrow for lots of Rise of the Resistance content as it opens finally to the world. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.